to. Good morning. Good morning to you. You. Good morning. Good morning to you. And many more. Good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Daring Dialogues. I'm your host today, Shantae Charles. I hope that you have been having a great and wonderful day. It is snowing where I am here in the state of Maryland. Um, I am near the Eastern Shore, I believe it's called, our region. And we have just gotten our first snow for the season. Now, I have been living here since 2015, 2016. And so, what I have learned about the weather, what I could tell you about the weather here after being here for a decade, almost a decade now, um, typically, if we get snow before Thanksgiving, it's going to be a very, very snowy winter. If the snow comes after Thanksgiving, it's typically a mild winter and we won't see a lot of snow. So that's kind of my personal internal farmer's almanac experience that has proven to be consistent since I've been here. Snow before Thanksgiving, snowy winter. Snow coming after Thanksgiving, mild winter. So now that the snow has come a week before Thanksgiving, um, I'm going to be preparing myself for a snowy winter in my region. I want to start out with some affirmations for today. And let's see what I got here. And I've actually done that one, so I will use that one and this one. All right, so our three affirmations for today. These are cards that I make myself just to encourage myself. I use stickers, and then I buy the blank cards, and then I use stickers, and then I write what my affirmations are. Today's affirmation: I lean into the sacred and revolutionary act of self-care. I love on me. This one is about nature, which I have been doing since I woke up this morning. I will stop and observe nature today. I will bend my ear to listen and my eyes to see. What's in your atmosphere? What is around you that you have not been observing because maybe you've just been too busy with life, right? As we know, life is lifing for a lot of us. And the final one here says, I will complete one doable goal today. I will celebrate small and incremental wins. I think a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit for the small things. We don't give ourselves enough time to actually stop and appreciate ourselves and say, hey, I'm proud of me because I got through whatever it was that I needed to do. Even if it's something small, like remembering to call somebody, remembering to set up an appointment, remembering to attend something that you need to attend to. And actually, yes, I do sell them. I sell them by the 10 card sets, and I also personalize them. So if you're looking for some small gift or a stocking stuffer or something like that, you can email me at thedaringdialogues@gmail.com and let me know what your interest is. And yeah, we can go from there as far as creating personalized quote cards for you. People have requested, they would say, hey, I've got these 10 quotes, these are the most important quotes that I use for my life on a regular basis. Can you make me a set of cards for them so that I'm doing, using my quotes every day? So yeah, I do. I send my own quotes. I do personalized cards for people who have their own quotes, and I personalize the cards for them for their own quotes. So either way, again, you can email me if you're interested in that at thedaringdialogues@gmail.com. My professional life is the creative life. So I also do singing telegrams. So over the holidays, that is really fun. I do a lot of singing telegrams for birthdays. And so over the holidays, that gets to be really fun because I can record some Christmas songs and send them. Some people use them for their videos. Some people use them for parties. Some people use them as a private message to just encourage somebody over the holidays. So I love doing singing telegrams because that's a really personalized way and a personalized gift that somebody can hold on to beyond, their birthday or even beyond the holidays. So again, if you're interested in singing telegrams and you want to know the cost for that and how that works, because I do send videos um, for remote work. I don't do in person with the singing telegrams, not right now. But I do them remote as videos, and you can send them to the person, and they get to keep the video. So it's kind of like a really nice digital present that is specific to that person. And again, if you're interested in that, you can email me at thedaringdialogues@gmail.com and just put in the subject line singing telegrams. Okay? Could I show you some of my work? I'm not showing work today, but if you look on my pages, I will put up my link tree at the end. And so if you want to check out my link tree, you'll see a lot of the work that I'm doing, plus because I have novels and music and all of those things. Like I said, I am a creative. So short of playing, well, actually, I do play an instrument, but I play music, I sing, I do choreography, I dance, I write books, I publish, I paint. If it's in the arts industry, I've acted. I've helped with screenwriting. So if it's in the arts, I have probably done it. All right. Where am I from? This is the United States. I'm in the United States, specifically the state of Maryland. All right. So let's look at our reading for November 22nd. If you're with me today, this is Daring Dialogues. This is a part of what I do on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. This is our podcast. So if you're with me for the first time, I want to say hello. Thank you for joining me. A large portion of my global audience is in India, and I have a few of my audience that are in Japan. I've had some audience pick up in the UAE, which is interesting. So hello, United Arab Emirates. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is coming from Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice, Daily Motivations for African American Success by Dennis Kimbrough. But as I said, I love this book because these things apply to anyone. Okay. Hello, love from India. Hello, India. All right. The title is Set the Record Straight. Buster Soares said this: a person is never what he ought to be until he is doing what he ought to be doing. A great violinist stood before an audience and enraptured it with his playing. Suddenly, in the midst of the selection, he took the violin from beneath his chin and smashed it into 1,000 pieces upon the floor. The audience sat aghast. In the silence, the violinist walked to the front of the stage and said quietly, "Don't be alarmed. The violin I destroyed was one I purchased for a few dollars in a department store. I shall now play upon my Stradivarius. He took the valuable instrument from the case, tuned it for a moment, and began to play. The music was magnificent, but to the majority of those present, it was indistinguishable from the earlier selection. When he concluded, he spoke again. Friends, so much has been said about the value of this violin in my hands, and I want to impress upon you the fact that the music is not in the instrument, it is in the one who plays upon it. Mm. I am constantly asked by ambitious men and women whether I think they really have what it takes to achieve success. Without fail, their answer is yes, if they allow their music, their talents, potential, and abilities to flow. I know you have the ability to succeed, but I don't know if you will succeed. That rests entirely with you. You can, but will you? Mm. You say you desire to make your life count, that you are ambitious. Then why don't you blast forward? What are you waiting for? What holds you back? Answer these questions, and you will have taken the first step toward achievement. There is only one answer: you. I know that if I wait for favorable conditions or circumstances, I will do nothing but wait. Today, I will set action steps to reach my goals. So I want you to think really quickly. Um, think about this really quickly. What if you are the only thing holding you back? Yesterday, I began to talk and share about some of the things that I have endured in the field of education, right? From the time I was a young person going through school, all the way up into college, getting my degree in education. Um, I talked about this through line that even though I was pursuing, right, learning and higher learning in education and getting a degree, there still was this through line throughout my whole life with education of someone doing something discriminatory. And I thought to myself, what if I had just stopped? What if I had just said, because people are holding me back, because people are denying me opportunities, because people are literally standing in my way from getting to the next step of completion, what if I had just given up? What if I had just stopped? And I did have opportunities to stop. So it wasn't like, I just experienced something bad and then kept going. No, there were real, true roadblocks in front of me that I had to face, that I had to overcome, that I had to confront. And whether that was people questioning why I'm doing something or making me, quote unquote, prove that I was good enough or prove my innocence, whatever it was, there was some kind of um, thing in the way. And so, like this writer is saying, you can, but will you? Yes, we can be successful, but the question is, will we be successful? In other words, we put our own will behind it? Because there are a lot of people, and we know this in our own lives, there are a lot of people who went to the grave with untapped ability, with untapped skill, with untapped talents. And we might have known them as really skilled or talented or grit or gifted, but they did not live out their full potential of what they could have been. So most of us in our life have at least one example of somebody that we can look at and say, man, they could have gone really far if they had the willpower in order to do it. And if you're just entering into this broadcast, you can catch the replay where I actually answer where I'm from, where I'm located. I know I also teach a whole seminar on social media etiquette. And one of those etiquettes is if you're coming into the middle of a story, think about if you were in a theater and you came in the middle of the movie. Do you stand up in the theater and start looking around and asking everybody, okay, what part of the movie are we on? We don't do that, do we? No, we don't do that. So if you came in while something is already going on, wait till the end, catch the replay, and you'll find your answers. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. All right. So I want you, again, I want you to think about this. What is it that we are waiting for? What favorable condition or circumstance are we waiting for that is giving us almost a reason to hold back, almost a reason to not really press into what it is that we know that we're supposed to be doing on earth, right? For me, it was during my internship in college, and I had to redo part of my internship because I was supposed to work at two different schools, one in the elementary sector, one in the high school sector. And my high school internship went wonderful. I had great examples. I had somebody that was willing to show me the way, so to speak, show me processes, show me materials, give me ways to work with students and all of those things. But my elementary school internship did not go well because the woman who was over me for my internship was a racist. She was upset that she had been given a black student to mentor, and she really didn't want to do it. And so because of that, there was some hardships there, and I wound up losing that internship, which meant that I could not complete my internship service. So I had to make a decision. Was I going to stop and say, you know what, I'll just change my major and I'll go into another field? Or was I going to appeal to my dean of education, explain what was going on, and request to have another opportunity to complete that portion of my internship, which is what I did. And when I went into the dean of education, he said to me, why should I give you another chance? Why should I give you another chance? Now, mind you, I have already done 4 years of education, classes, payments. I've gotten to this final step, which was my internship. And he said, why should I give you another chance? Why should I reassign you? And I said to him, because I know that I am called to teach. This is not just a job for me. This is a part of who I am intrinsically as a person. I know that I am called to teach. I know that I am put here to help people and to help people to learn and to help children to learn. But really, I know I have a gift of teaching. So I've taught people from 3 years old into their 80s. But at the time, I didn't have all of that experience, but I knew that I had a calling. And so being able to explain that to the person who would decide whether or not I would be reassigned and get another shot at my internship, it was important for me to stand my ground. And I said, you know, if I don't get a chance to complete this internship here, I may have to enroll somewhere else so that I can finish this internship. But I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And as a result of that conversation, he said, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to know that you were sure that this is where you needed to be. And so with that, I got reassigned. I was able to complete my internship. I got all great reviews from my teachers, from the teachers that were mentoring me, and I was able to graduate. Now, because of that incident, I did not graduate in the semester that I desired to graduate in. It was another semester later, but I finished. And I finished with a determination that I was going to finish well and I was going to finish strong. So I want to encourage somebody today. You may be looking at a setback. You may be looking at a situation where it feels like you've been stopped in your tracks. You might be looking at a situation where you feel like if I don't get past this, I don't know what tomorrow is going to hold for my career or for my future. But I want to encourage you to know within yourself what it is that you're called to do. Be firm in that. And if you have to speak about it, and if you have to be, the person wants to confront you about it, stand on what you know, stand in who you are, stand in your surety and your confidence about what you're called to do. All right. I hope that this was helpful today. Remember, all next week, we will not be online for Daring Dialogues because I'm going on vacation and I'm going to be celebrating my birthday as well. However, I will be taking emails. I may not respond immediately, but I will see your email and I will respond toward the end of next week. So if you are emailing me about art, about quote cards, about singing telegrams, about where can you get more information, I am going to leave my link at the end of the video on YouTube so that you can explore the things that I have to offer. And then if you want to reach out, again, the email is thedaringdialogues, all one word, at gmail.com. I want to thank the YouTubers here for your time and attention today. Remember, light is the most daring opposition to darkness. So go out and be light. These two characters here are some of the most light-bearing characters in the world. I'm a Snoopy fan and I'm a Little Bird fan. So I hope, again, that you are encouraged today, that you will look at your life. You'll take an opportunity to observe nature. You'll do something creative today. You'll allow yourself to dream again. You will allow yourself to know that a delay is not a denial, that if you're alive today, there's still some things that aren't finalized, because if they were, you would be on the other side. But because you're alive, that means you still have something of significance to do and something of significance to offer to this life. Take care, be well, and most importantly, be light. All right.